Well, hello, hello. Welcome to Neptunifish Tarot. My name is Alicia. So, we are here today to do a collective reading for Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. And I guess I want to say up front that this is a daily reading, so it's a general read. It's for the collective. It's just messages that I'm asking for spirit and the divine to share with us as a whole, to give us some assistance, on our daily, during our day, our daily journey. What sorts of things can we keep in mind, can we think about while we are living life each day. So that is the purpose of this reading. Um, just take from it whatever may resonate with you. Today we're going to use several oracle decks. I've got Wisdom of the Oracle. Two of those popped out. I wanted some, what else did I ask for today? Oh, Whispers of Love. I asked for one of those, got two. And then I also chose one of the Lightworker Oracle with Alana Fairchild, which is a new Oracle deck that I'm still learning and working with. So those are the Oracle decks that I am using today. I went ahead and used Chris Ann's Muse Tarot. So yeah, let's just get into the message. We had 9 cards pop out. I always just allow the cards to just come out of the deck however they want to. And by the way, um, I'm about to change my setup. I've got a GoPro camera that I just purchased so that I'm going to be able to stop using my mobile phone for recording the videos. So that should give us a different sort of feel and look for these readings, and you'll be able to see me actually shuffle these cards in real time and how they all just kind of come out like this. But what I do and what I have been doing is immediately before turning the camera on, I just go ahead, I shuffle all the decks, and however they come out is how they come out on the table. So a little backstory on the how. So today we've got the Two of Inspiration into the Knight of Emotions, the Page of Inspiration into the Emperor. On the bottom row, the Seven of Emotions, Three of Emotions, that glare, Nine of Voices, the Moon and the Sun. So some majors. We got some major arcana on the table. And yeah, so let's get into the message. Two of Inspiration. Twos, I've said it time and time again, they are choice points, right? And inspiration are wands, it's fire energy. It is, here we can, let's go down in here. We see this character. She's got her little telescope. She's looking out into the distance. What is she searching for? Um, she's making some judgment, some evaluation on where she wants to head. Is she ready to sort of make that decision to take a step forward, right? To take some action. That is what the Two of Inspiration would tell us right at the start. And it seems like today our reading has a lot of cups, a lot of emotions cards. If we kind of back out, again, we've got Knight of Emotions, Three of Emotions, Seven of Emotions, and then we've got the Moon. So this is all sort of emotional. This is all emotional, sort of, I mean, you can call it energy, you can call it what you want. There is going to be a lot of emotions coming up today is how I would read this. Okay. And I think that is probably the case. So the Knight of Emotions, what that card usually means is that we are either going to be offering, or someone is going to be offering us a cup of love. It's our cup of love that a knight is a fast moving energy, right? So maybe we are trying to make a decision today on how to offer a cup of love to somebody else, or how to receive a cup of love from someone else. I mean, that's what I would read this to actually mean today. And the page of inspiration means that we have just a very, again, it's just a very quick spark of inspiration. The page is sort of like it's like a it's like a gut feeling, right? Like, so you feel suddenly inspired. At some point during the day, a scenario may come and play out, or you may receive a phone call, or you may receive just a gut feeling, like something suddenly within you. Um, it's like a scenario occurs, and you realize that in the moment you have to make a decision about this night of emotions, about this cup of love that's on offer. um, do you act in a loving manner? Do you accept and receive um, the you know maybe it's not overt, like maybe it's not somebody calling you up or texting you, or somebody in your household who, maybe it's not obvious, but like maybe you have um just a flash. Maybe it was something you dreamt about last night. Maybe it is something that's kind of been eating at you, and all of a sudden you have this idea, um I really should probably deal with this, right? Again, this is a two. This is that inspired action that, like, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to make the choice, and I'm just going to go do whatever the situation is that as it pertains to you. Um and because the emperor, and the emperor, that's Aries energy. So again, very fiery energy. Aries are people who initiate things. They are action takers. They don't hem and haw. Um, and the interesting thing about Aries is, while they can be extremely emotional people, um, they don't wallow in their emotion. I want to say they just take action where action is being indicated to be taken. So we'll come back to him or her. It could be either. Um, because there now we see our other two emotions cards, right? So the Seven of Emotions, you can see this young lady. If I can get the glare off of her, there she goes. There's some hesitation, right? She is perhaps confused. Um, and so what's the seven, right? And like, this is kind of like at a place where you're like, well, geez, which one do I pick? Maybe it's not going to be the right one. Maybe there's some fear involved here. Like, I'm afraid of whatever this feeling that's arising in me, whatever this scenario or this situation, it sort of brings up a little hesitation in you. Like, I don't know. If this is somebody approaching you, you might wonder, is this person being serious? Can I trust this? Can I trust myself? Right? So, Seven of Emotions is definitely tied into that choice. And if you look at this as a triangle, that the Two of Inspiration touches down into the seven and into the three, well, the Three of Emotions is a much different card. So a Three of Emotions is a very well, it's a triangle, right? So it would seem to indicate that your emotions are balanced, that these are people who are your comrades. They are your trusted people. The three of emotions are. These are people who um you would be in a collaborative relationship with. So, three of emotions is feelings that are very balanced and they're very grounded, and they would be a secure type of feeling. Um, and so, I think that there's a little bit of a choice here as to which one of these directions you want to pick, because I think that either is possible. Okay. Um and the nine of voices, so here I would take the seven of emotion with the nine of voices um in combination with the three of emotions. And so on either side of this three, this nine of voices is this is air energy, and nines with the air, with the sword's energy, always give us this anxiety, um not being certain, being afraid. Again, I would say, um when you put it in combination with the seven of emotions, you have somebody who um is perhaps worried that, or insecure maybe is a better word, that this cup of love and this inspired action that you're considering taking or receiving, could be either, um it kind of brings up a real deep seated anxiety. And so I would say this is probably a situation where you may need to go in and dig in to it, because especially next to the moon, um this is probably a pattern, I would say, or something that's old and not necessarily new, that's sort of coming back to visit. um this is perhaps a fear related to our feelings, right? These are unsettling feelings that someone in our environment is bringing into our awareness, bringing up into our awareness. And so this is likely somebody who has been in our lives for a long time, like a family member, um a child, right? Like maybe one of our kids, a parent, a sibling, um, even an old friend, maybe a friend who's been in your life for a really, really long time. And so we're kind of being flooded today with memories, with feelings. Maybe we're ruminating a little bit on some old storylines that may be coming up today. Um, and so at the last card, we see the sun, the moon and the sun. And so again, I feel like this ties into what I was reading yesterday with temperance. In a sense, this is sort of integrating the shadow into the light. It's sort of taking all of those old nebulous fears and memories and, those dark, shadowy feels, and bringing them into the light. The sun is the most joyous, um, beautiful card. It promises breakthrough and joy. and happiness. And so I think with the Emperor, again, looking at the Emperor in a triangle with this moon and the sun, um, the Emperor has a boldness to, again, using the page of inspiration, to dive into this, to dive deep into this, because we know that if we have the courage to do this, we are going to end up with the sun. Okay. Um, we're going to end up with joy and happiness and sunlight. And, those shadowy moon energies, those fears, those hesitations, those old nagging situations that, need to kind of be cleared out. Um, Here they are. Once you allow them to come up and out, um, the darkness can turn into light. And so, this is just really beautiful, obviously. And so I want to tie in these oracle cards here because I think, oh, great, my battery is low. Fantastic. Well, we're going to keep going. I'll just try to make sure this is in here. Spiritual service, I feel like, again, because we had a lot of Virgo coming up yesterday. I feel like this is us really being a service to ourselves and to others when we follow that divine nudge, that thing inside of us that says, it's time to deal with this. It is time to put the stuff to bed, and to allow the sun to come out, right? We can be of service to others by doing that. And I think that's a really important message for today. And I love this. I can barely see this. I wish I had more light in here, but I don't. Okay, I'm going to read this. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Wow. I've never read this card before right now. Isn't this what I was just talking about? Holy moly. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Well, there it is. I mean, I didn't even know this was on this card. I think that's the message, right? I think that is the message. I think today's the day where we have a choice to choose love, right? We have a choice to be of service to ourselves and to our loved ones, to choose love, even if that includes forgiveness. So here's the next card. Physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, and I think I don't think there's really any explanation that's needed with that. I think that's true. A lot of people receive a lot of healing by hugs. I know that I have friends who have told me that that they really get a lot out of physical touch, and so maybe that is something that we all can learn to explore a little bit more. And then again, another Virgoan theme. And there go my cards. Clean it up. If I can get that to focus. Clean it up. And I was feeling that, again, this is card 21. That's super interesting because spiritual service is card 21 and clean it up is card 21. I'm getting this message strong all week long anyway, that it's like we're in spring cleaning mode. And I think that can be like literally and metaphorically, because I feel like it's time to go within and sort of clean up some of that old stuff, that old like residue, that old clutter, that old stuff that's like gunking up your works to like move forward. And in this reading, I think it specifically means a lot of our emotional baggage, a lot of our old residue, a lot of things that, maybe a lot of unforgiveness, maybe a lot of just old situations that need to just be dealt with at this point, I would say, is the message here. And then card 34, a leg up. And that's so cute. Look at this little polar bear. And I think it's interesting that both of these cards have the word up, right? I feel like a leg up in this reading would mean let's give our, geez, I can't even focus on that. That's awful. Okay. I'm not even going to try. There we go. Let's focus on where we can gain some, what am I trying to say? Where we can increase our potency, where we can increase our energy, where we can be a service to other people, where we can gain our own vibration, raising our own vibration so that we can be the person who we're here to be. I mean, right? We're here to experience joy and to be able to give and receive love freely from other people. Doing this inner work is going to give us a leg up. It's going to bring us into a higher expression of ourselves, right? So we can go out into the world and move around boldly and confidently in what it is that we need to be doing. This is a really cool reading, and I know it's gone on longer than my other ones normally would, but I think this is a fantastic message. Really great. Very inspiring. Thank you, Page of Inspiration today. I'd like to thank our Page of Inspiration today. I think he or she was the here, let's get a focus in on the Page of Inspiration. I think the Page of Inspiration was the whole center overall energy of the reading. So there we go. Thank you, Page of Inspiration, for being such a wonderful, inspiring energy today. I hope that we can all go out and find a way, just be it a small way, to become inspired to be a service to ourselves and to others by seeking out that which brings love into our lives and that which allows us to be love to others in the world. And so, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you for joining me today, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.